Vinyasa yoga class. My name is Jasmine and I'm going to take you through a sequence today that focuses on arm strengthening. So a lot of the more challenging, tricky postures that we come into in a Vinyasa practice require already quite a lot of arm strength. So we're not necessarily focusing on those poses, but we're on that kind of stepping stone. How do we work towards those poses to enable us to grow stronger and to feel more confident when we have to balance on our arms? Okay, so this is a power practice. Vinyasa is designed to really flow through dynamically with movement and breath. And so I'd ask you to always take a variation if that feels better for your body. So we're going to come over, we're going to begin our practice in child's pose just to really ground ourselves. So take your toes together, your knees a little bit wider, and you're going to sit the body down over the floor. Just allowing the arms to stretch out naturally long on the mat. If the forehead isn't comfortably there, maybe you'd like to stack fists and just provide a bit of support for your head. And just begin to breathe deeply into the belly with the lips sealed. And we'll take a nasal breathing pattern for our practice today. So we breathe in fully through the nose. And we exhale fully through the nose. So as this practice is going to require a lot of strength in your muscles, maybe just start to set an intention for that strength, that internal strength and confidence that you have within you. Start to amplify it with the use of your breath. Maybe you'd like to tell yourself that you're strong. And maybe sending that message to the muscles as well, especially in the arms. Just noticing with each inhale and each exhale, we just start to arrive in this space. You begin to feel more connected with yourself, with your body. And just enjoying that clarity in the mind. When you're ready, you're going to push the fingertips into the floor and lift the palms of the hands away from the mat. So we're activating down the length of the arms, bringing some activation in the sides of the body, into the shoulders and upper back. And just feeling this strength start to engage the muscles in the arms and also lengthen into the back. Take a deep breath in as you release the hands back down to the floor. Maybe you can walk the fingertips an inch further away. And then once again, pushing the fingertips down, lifting the palms, really lengthening in the arms. We release the hands to the floor now and come all the way up into our tabletop position. So as we come through a lot of strengthening in the upper body, we need to make sure the wrists are mobile. So let's just take 3 circles in one direction. We'll take a lot of weight bearing through the wrists today, so it's really important that they feel mobile. And let's reverse that circle, moving through 3 times in the other direction. The hips are going to circle with you as well, so just let them move freely. then come into your tabletop with the hands directly underneath the shoulders. Take a deep breath in and allow the belly button to drop down and the heart to open forwards. And then as you exhale, rounding upwards, the belly button pulls into the lower back. And again, inhale, moving through the cat and the cow. Just noticing how we link movement with breath here. Noticing how that breath feels in the body as you calibrate it with your movement. And then coming through to that flat back position, walking the hands just a little bit further forwards. Just going to move through an arm pattern that I'm going to take with you later on in down dog. So make sure you're grounding the hands, each finger and thumb are firmly pressing into the mat. And then we're going to slowly just bring the forearms down to the floor. And then as you breathe out through your nose, you're going to lift away. Let's take that 2 more times. So inhale, we lower. And then exhale, we push away. Last time. So we are taking this as an option in downward dog later on. So you've got the option of again repeating it on your knees, or you can take it in downward dog. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips up into the air. Pedal one foot and then the other foot down into the floor. Massaging through the metatarsals, the toes. Just allowing yourself time to arrive, especially if it's your first downward dog of the day, doing what you need to do just to arrive. In downward dog, our hands and feet are shoulder width apart, hips are pushing upwards and back. And then find some stillness and we'll just ground the heels towards the earth. They don't have to reach, but that's the direction of travel. And we are tucking the chin in towards the chest, gazing off the tip of the nose. Let's just take one more breath together here. And as we breathe out, start to gaze at your fingertips, walking forwards to the hands. Maybe you need a bend to your knees to do this. Maybe your hands are coming to shins, to thighs, and we're releasing over in this forward fold. Give your head a shake. So just taking some time for the backs of the legs to warm up as we arrive in this forward bend. Noticing how the legs feel, how the whole body feels. And if you're feeling tension here, just noticing maybe if you have restricted the breath in any way. Just trying to slow it down. And then slowly with the next inhale, we begin to roll the back all the way up, coming through to standing, push into the feet. Rolling the shoulders down and back, lifting through the heart center. We'll take 3 sun salutations to conclude our warm up. Inhale, lifting your arms high. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, lifting up, lengthen. And exhale, forward fold. Releasing over the legs from the hips. Inhale, find your half lift. This is your flat back. So fingertips come to the floor, maybe to the shins to get that flat spine, shoulder blades squeezing, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step one foot, and your other foot back to your high plank position. Option here to lower the knees. We keep the elbows tucked in for our chaturanga as we exhale all the way to the floor. Inhale, lift into baby cobra, or if you feel you can, we start to lengthen up through the elbows to find full cobra. Lift your heart. On your exhale, toes tuck, hips lift, downward facing dog. Walk your feet in just 2 inches and start to really push down through the heels now. We hold here for 3 deep breaths. Find your breath, find your body. Inhale. Exhale, chest pushes through the arms. Inhale. As you exhale, push into each finger and thumb. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen behind the backs of the knees. On your next in-breath, prepare to step to your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching all the way up, lengthen. Hands meet. Exhale, prayer. Let's take that 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold, tipping at the hips. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stepping, or you can jump back to your high plank. As we exhale, option with or without knees for chaturanga. Lower to the floor. Inhale, come up into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, push back into down dog. Once again, we meet here for 3 deep breaths. Find the rhythm, find the pace of your breath to suit this practice. Inhale. Exhale, slowing down that breath. Inhale. Exhale, releasing tension from the jaw. Inhale. Exhale, heels sinking towards the floor. Inhale, prepare for a step, or you can jump to your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the arms all the way up, lengthen up and out of the hips. Exhale, heart center. Last time through, deep breath in, lift, lengthen, reach. Exhale, melt, lower, down. Inhale, half lift, long spine, lengthen the back here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step or jump, high plank. And then as you exhale, chaturanga, your version of all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Option here to hold down dog for 3 deep breaths. Or whenever we do this, you have the option of coming through to child's pose and taking a moment to breathe. In our Vinyasa practice, eventually our downward facing dog becomes our resting pose. No laughing. So we're working towards that in our practice today. So just taking a few moments here in your chosen pose to prepare for our first flow. Again, just reminding ourselves that we are strong. We have strength in our upper body, in our lower body. Check in with those arms, how are they feeling? So from wherever you are, coming back up into your down dog. And we're going to pitch forward into high plank. Now really practicing through these chaturangas, you have a few options here. Either knees come onto the floor, or we stay lifted through the high plank. We're going to lower into 3 chaturangas, so pitching the weight forwards, and then lower all the way down. Can you hover? And then we bring the knees down, and we have the option of using the knees to push us back up to plank. Let's do that 2 more times. So we lower with or without the knees, elbows hug the body. As we release down, option of knees to push you back up to plank. Just 1 more, I promise. Pitching the weight forwards. If you are in high plank, we lower all the way down, hover, then release. Option of knees pushing you up, high plank. Okay, coming all the way down to the floor now, feeling the strength in the arms. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog, lift the hips. From here, we're going to step the right foot in between the hands and come all the way up to lunge warrior. Take the hands out to shoulder height, palms facing down. Making sure that the front knee is over the front ankle, extending out through the back heel and knee. Inhale, palms turn up. Exhale, palms turn down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. 1 more of these. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Hands come down to meet the mat. We step back into our plank. We lower all the way through your version of chaturanga Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Let's take that through on the other side. So pitch forward into high plank for me. Option of bringing the knees down the whole time. We have 3 chaturanga push-ups. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. You have just one more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push the floor away. Push into the body. Last one lowers all the way to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. This time, left foot steps in between the hands. Come all the way up. Inhale, lunge warrior. Take the arms out to shoulder height. Make sure the chest is open. Shoulder blades are squeezing together, palms down. Sink the hips low. Inhale, palms turn up. Exhale, turn them down. Inhale, twist. Opening the bicep up to the sky. Exhale, palms face down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, face them down. Hands come to meet the floor. We step back, high plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. So we're here for 3 deep breaths. Again, you have the option of finding child's pose. Breathing into this pose, slowing the breath down, breathing in. Breathing out. So we add on to our flow each time, so we're going to layer. So your chaturangas are going to be amazing by the end of today. Activating yourself up into your downward dog if you're not here already. And we take that flow through. We're going to inhale, pitch forward to high plank. And we take those 3 chaturanga push-ups. So all the way down. Inhale and come up, your version of. We lower, inhale, exhale, push up. Can you do one more? All the way down, elbow over wrist, push up. Coming down now, all the way to the floor, inhale, cobra, exhale, down dog. Let's step that right foot in between the hands, all the way up into your lunge warrior. Hands go down to shoulder height. Inhale, turn the palms up. Exhale, place the palms down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. You have one more. Inhale, up. And then exhale, palms face down. Turn side on for me now. So we're coming into warrior 2. Front knee in line with the ankle. Body is in line with the hips. Reach the arms out wide. How are they feeling? Okay, so arms should be maybe feeling a little bit of work now. We're going to pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Gaze at front hand. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause for me here. Windmill all the way back down to the mat. Step into high plank. We lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Let's take that on the other side. Hello, arms. Inhale, high plank. Option of taking the knees down for 3 chaturanga push-ups. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push. Remember each finger and thumb pushing into the floor. You have one more. All the way down, flat back. Exhale, push back up again. All the way, we calm down now. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog, feeling strong. This time stepping your left foot in between your hands, all the way up to lunge warrior. Place the hands down, palms facing downwards. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Can you sink lower? Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last time, deep breath in, turn them up. And then exhale, place them down. Turn side on for me now, warrior 2. Really bend into that knee, maybe opening up the distance in between the legs. Gaze at your front hand. We have 3 sets of 8 pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. The burn. And we windmill back down to the floor. Find that high plank. Exhale, lower with control. Inhale, cobra. And then exhale, down dog. We're here for 3 breaths. Maybe you need to come and rest in child's pose. Maybe the arms are feeling really strong. You could stay here for days. So we have one last little bit to add on to that flow. So you've only got 2 more flows through. That's only 6 more push-ups. You can do it. So activating yourself, coming back into downward facing dog. And then we all inhale, coming through to a high plank. Taking these 3 push-ups, your version of inhale, we lower. Exhale, we push up. Really strong in the arms now, should be feeling it. Last one, lower. All the way down we come now. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right foot steps in between your hands. Come all the way up. Lunge warrior. Hands go down to shoulder height. We turn up, inhale. Exhale, we turn down. Deep breath in, find your breath now. And then exhale, hands face down. Can you do one more? All the way up. And all the way down. Turning side on for me now. Really drop, sink the pelvis low. You have just 2 sets of 8. 8. 4, 2, 1. Last 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding here. Straighten off that front leg. We're going to pitch forward into triangle pose. Reaching, reaching, leave your hips behind you. One hand comes down, one hand reaches up, strengthening through that top arm. Just 3 breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out. And again, breathing in and out. Last breath to finish here. And as you exhale, windmill both hands back down to the floor, step back, high plank. Exhale, we lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, let's take those last 3 push-ups. Don't be sad about this. Inhale, come through to high plank. Option to take the knees down if you need to. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, push the floor away. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push. Last one, inhale all the way down. Exhale, push. Last chaturanga, all the way to cobra. Exhale, down dog. Lovely, stepping that left foot in between the hands now, coming to lunge warrior on the other side. Exhale, sink the hands, the arms, drop the shoulders, melt into this lunge. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, they twist down. Really spread the palms here, inhale up. Exhale down. Last one, deep breath in. And down. Turning side on. You find the warrior 2 position. Gaze at your front hand. Just 2 sets of 8 pulses. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. Last. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. Okay, straightening off that front leg. Start to reach, lengthen forward, forwards, forwards, forwards before you come down. Take that top arm high, gaze up if you can. Last 2 breaths here. And on that exhale, gaze down, windmill the arms back, through to high plank. We lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And then as you exhale, push the hips back to the heels and have a rest in child's pose. The hands can come down either side of the body if that's better for the arms. Now just take a moment to rest, to breathe. And we begin to energize through the breath, bringing the hands under the shoulders, slowly pushing the floor away. Maybe you'd just like to roll through. So we're going to come into that lowering of the forearms in our downward dog. But I would just like to say that you can still stick with the knees on the floor, and you can do it from here. Or we give it a go in downward dog. So when you're ready, coming up into your chosen position, and we're going to slowly just start to come back into our downward dog. So take some time to arrive. Now this is a lot of work for the upper body, so we're only going to do 3 sets, then rest, and then we'll do another 3. So breathing in, lower forearms down, exhale, push off. I know that's hard. Inhale down, exhale, lift off. Let's do just one more. All the way down and push up and off. Bring the knees down. You can rest. You can hold downward dog if you prefer. Just a moment to breathe, and we just take that 2 more times. So the option of making it harder now, you can just watch coming into down dog. We have the option of taking a dolphin kiss. So this is dolphin pose. And then we can kiss the floor or just tap the nose. And then lift up and away. So that's your option, coming forwards, tapping the nose, and up, and lift. So finding downward dog, or you can just stick with a forearm lowering. Breathing in, forearms lower, optional kiss, come back, and lift. Just 2 more, we lower, tip forwards. I know this is hard, my upper body is with you. And we lower, optional kiss, and lift. Coming to child's pose. Take a breather. Let the arms release, no tension in the shoulders now. Breathe. Can you do one more set? So now you have the option of taking it with the knees on the floor, and we lower and we push. Okay, that's going to prepare you for the full version. So we just have one last set, your chosen version. Let's get ready. So downward dog, if you're from here, we inhale, lower the forearms, optional kiss, and we push up again. Remember to push away, we breathe out through the nose. Last one of these. Tip forward and back. Bring the knees down. Sit the hips onto the heels, and we're going to take a version of rabbit pose. So hands going to interlace behind the back. And we're going to lift the arms up into the air. That's just a nice option, a variation on child's pose for you, if you'd like to really stretch out through the shoulders. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, squeezing, pinching that space in between the scapula. We'll hold for just one more breath. And then releasing the arms. Hands come down underneath the shoulders. Push the floor away and just roll through. You've made it. We're going to sit down now. Excellent work. So coming onto your sit bones. We're going to transition now in between a forward fold and then either inverted tabletop or plank. So still working a little bit into the arms. We're not quite there yet. And I want you to straighten the legs out long and flex up and into the heels. The toes are facing upwards. You really feel a sense of connection with the sit bones on the floor. And then lift up and out of the pelvis. So we don't want to be sitting down and back. Lift up and out. Breathe in, reach the arms high, lengthen. And then as you exhale, imagine you're traveling past the legs, past the feet, and then you release into your version of forward fold. We're here for just 3 breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. And again, breathing in, deep breath. And then all the way out. Let's find one more breath here together. And then as you exhale, slowly rolling up through the spine, the hands come behind the hips, feet come onto the floor, and then inhale, lift up into inverted tabletop. Strengthening through the elbows here, squeezing the upper body up and open to the sky. You have just 2 more breaths. And on your next exhale, we lower the hips all the way down to the floor. Send the legs out long in front of you. Let's take that one more time. Inhale, reach the arms high, lengthen, squeeze up and out of the pelvis. And as we exhale, reaching past the legs, exhale, nod the forehead down. Slowing the breath down, slowing the body down now. Just 3 breaths here to really melt into your version of this forward bend. One more inhale. And then as we exhale, slowly rolling the body all the way up. Hands come behind the hips. Option to come back into inverted tabletop or inverted plank. We try and get all 10 toes onto the floor and lift up and out through the pelvis. 3 breaths here in total. Or you can stay in inverted tabletop as an option. Open the front body. Just one last breath. And then bringing the hips all the way down to the floor. You're going to give the legs a hug. So you're going to wrap the arms around the shins, nod the forehead down with a little counter pose to that. And releasing the legs all the way down onto your backs now. Take your time. Release down onto the floor and just give the knees a gentle rock side to side. You've made it all the way down. That's a good sign. Just give the knees a gentle roll side to side. So coming all the way into a twist now, you're going to have the option of taking the arms either in a cactus for a gentler option, T-shape for a little bit more intense, or if you can, you're going to see if you can grab hold of opposite elbow above the head. That's going to give you a real nice opening into the upper back as well, and the chest. So just scooch the hips over to the left side and see if you can drop the knees over to the left. And from here, the knees might be on the floor, maybe they're dangling in space. If you decide that's a bit too much with the arms, you can bring them down by your sides. Sometimes in our twists, we can feel the breath a little bit restricted, but just see if you can deepen the breath now. As we're slowly coming towards our relaxation. And then on your next inhale, bringing the legs back through to center. And once again, we're going to move the hips over to the other direction and then drop the legs away from the hips. Just check in with this side, see how it feels for you. Maybe it feels a bit different. Where do you feel the tension in this twist? Sending the breath, directing it deep into the belly. Feeling the self, the body, the mind coming back down. Feeling a weight in the body. And then on your next inhale, bring your legs back through to center. And take the arms and just wrap the arms around the shins. See if you can nod your forehead to your knees. Give yourself a squeeze, really, really small, like a little ball. Take a deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, just allow the body to melt and dissolve into Shavasana. Feel the shoulders melt down and away from the ears. The palms turning upwards, soft. The feet dropping out to the sides. Feel the eyelids heavy. Close your eyes. And just start to notice any sensations that you might be aware of in the upper body. Maybe after that strengthening work, maybe the comparison is a weakness that you might feel in the arms now. And just noticing whatever it is, whatever that comes up for you. And just allowing that to be right for you in this time. Start to deepen your breath and energize through your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Start to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Maybe having a stretch, maybe a yawn. And then when you're ready, rolling over onto your right side. And then pushing yourself up into a seated position with me. Bringing your hands to meet together. And just start to push the hands so you're feeling a pressure and energy in between the hands. And just feel that energy travel up through the arms. Just starting to activate that healing process as your arms rebuild, as as the muscles start to lay down stronger muscle fibers. Bowing your forehead to your fingertips. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just release forwards. Letting everything go from the arms, from the hands. Nod, shake the head, yes, no, maybe. And then slowly coming up to sitting. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this yoga practice. It's a challenging one, Vinyasa it always is. So I hope you've enjoyed the practice. Let me know how you found it, and I really hope you have a lovely day.